I was like, well, if I throw a mic on, then I can help others the way that these people have all helped me.
Born in the heart of the Pennsylvania deer camp, with the help of experts, friends, and local legends, we bring you valuable knowledge and powerful stories for your hunting adventures. Welcome to the East Meets West Hunt Podcast with your host, Beau Martonik.
So my buddy Ethan and I are out here in Alaska and we're on a moose hunt and want to talk a little bit about our first aid setups. And we were just sitting here talking and I was like, might as well get the camera out and share it. Now, we'll say none of us are experts in this. I do have a background in safety and some first aid stuff, but not considering that what my kit is going to be is built out. What do you have any training as far as, and you had some backcountry stuff before, didn't you? Or
I didn't necessarily have backcountry training. I had some friends that came out of the special operations community, and I was lucky enough to do like a week's worth of training with them. Not all medical, but it was pretty heavy on the medical side.
Okay, gotcha. So basically, I'll go through, I guess I'll just break down my kit here first. So I've evolved my medical kit over the years. And so I just put it in a 1 liter Mountain Ops flash bag. And I like to have my medical kit be in like a high vis color. So like if I were to be hurt and anyone reaches in the lid of my pack, which I keep it right in the lid of my pack, easily accessible, they know this is a first aid kit, not just anything else. I also have it written in there in Sharpie, which is kind of wearing away a little bit. But inside my kit, I have Uncharted's. They have like an ultralight backcountry kit. And within that, one side has duct tape, baling wire, zip ties, safety pins, and storm matches, kind of like gear repair, a little bit of survival side. And the other side has space blanket, a couple aspirin, bandages, blister gels, wound closure strips, petroleum jelly packets. And then I've also added some of my own stuff in there, like cold medicine, because on this hunt, I got a cold. All of us did. So I've had that in the past. Also anti-diarrheal medicine, or other stuff for my stomach, if I have an upset stomach, anything like that. And also allergy medicine, because those are things I've commonly come across on some of my backcountry trips and even at home in a tree stand as well. So I keep that all right in here. And then the other part of the bag, I have just an elastic bandage in case I were to roll my ankle or need to wrap something up tight. Like I have that available. And then I have couple things of 2 foot of quick cloth to stop bleeding if there was any sort of trauma event where I have that. So I added that into my kit. Handful of cough drops in case you wake up with a sore throat, again, which we all did. Then just some Tylenol, Advil, and then peppermint pills for my stomach. Keep that there. And then Leukotape. So I use Leukotape for a lot of things. I could tie this right around my boot and make my ankle really stiff if I actually like broke my ankle or had a problem there. I use it for blisters or hot spots on my feet. I've been using this stuff forever. And I used to just take a little bit in, but now I'll take at least a half a roll. And I just happen to have to buy a full roll for this trip. But it can be used for gear repairs, anything extremely sticky, strong, and it lasts a long time. So I just buy this stuff on Amazon. And then the last thing is a tourniquet. So I keep that in here as well. But actually, after talking to Ethan, I'm going to start carrying this on my person because in a situation where you have, something really bad happen, you want to have it readily available.
Yeah, so that's what I was taught. Like the tourniquet, you may not have time. Like let's just say if bush plane goes down, maybe a bear gets you or something, you may not have time to get to your pack, might not be able to get to your pack or wherever it's stashed. So I was told to always keep it like on my person. So I keep mine right in my cargo pocket right there. And then as far as the rest of my med kit goes, same thing. I keep it right in the lid of my pack where it's readily available. And my buddy built me out. This is just like a lightweight backcountry kit, right? So like Now on my boat, I have what he refers to as like a boo-boo kit where I'm guiding people and might have band-aids and stuff. This doesn't have any of that. This just has like a venting chest seal if somebody were to take like a gunshot wound. It has emergency trauma dressing, and it has some compact gauze. I think there's a pair of shears and some gloves in here too, and then some tape. And then in my personal kit where I keep my toothbrush and deodorant and all that stuff, I keep Tylenol, I keep Benadryl for any sort of allergic reaction. Also Imodium for upset stomach. And then antibiotic cream and all that stuff in there. So,
yeah. And even though that I've went through first aid, CPR, all that kind of training, it's when you don't practice it all the time, it's easy to forget it.
Yeah.
So I do keep, this came with one of my other Uncharted kits that I keep in my vehicle. It's like a bigger kit, but it's a first aid guide, and it just goes through some of the basic things. Okay, you have a head injury, here's some things to think about and all that. And I just keep that in there so that when you're kind of in that situation where you're high stress, you're trying to figure things out, you have a quick guide you can reference to be able to help you get through it. But that's basically it. I don't have a lot of the unnecessary stuff that I used to have in the kits I'd buy from Walmart that was this big. This whole kit weighs 16 ounces.
Yeah.
It's nothing too extensive, but it has everything that I feel like I need without worrying about every scenario that's out there.
Sure.
So if you want, you can go down in the link in the description. There'll be links in the description to some of the products and stuff that I've talked about here, Ethan's talked about here. So, but so here's a kind of a breakdown of our first aid backcountry kits.
Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this conversation, share it with your buddies. Leave us a rating, a review, and subscribe. If you want to check out more content like this, there's plenty in the links below. We truly appreciate having you guys along with us.